to get her on her way home to Arlington. She is a legal resident, has a green card, but she was in the airport for more than 7 hours. Got in sometime before 3 o'clock, got out just before 10 o'clock. So all told today, we've been looking at something like 13 people detained. Again, 1 or 2 still apparently in custody here, detained, but there is debate about what detained means.
The airport continues to call this processing and is denying that people are being detained, but this is greatly exceeding what would be a normal customs review process. All 8 of these people have been inside for more than 4 hours.
Okay, on this side of the fence here where the international rivals come out, on my side, we've got a group of about maybe 8 or 10 lawyers, but you can see across the way there a growing crowd of demonstrators. There were only maybe half a dozen when we got here earlier this afternoon, but it's grown to a noisy, I don't know, 50 or 60 people here now. But Clarice, a very fluctuating situation. We're getting conflicting reports, but the best I can tell you right now is that there are only 1 or 2 people still detained here for more than 4 hours.
All right, Rich, you're going to keep us posted. Thanks, live from DFW Airport. Now, the White House responded to all the demonstrations across the nation, saying protesters are blowing things out of proportion. White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer says the travel ban is working as intended and downplayed the detainments as inconvenient but necessary.
Look, coming into this country is still a privilege. We're the greatest country on earth. And being able to come to America is a privilege, not a right. And it is our duty, and it is the president's goal to make sure that everybody who comes into this country, to the best of our ability, is here because they want to enjoy this country.
President Trump defended the speed at which the order went into effect, tweeting that if they'd given a 1-week notice of the ban, quote, bad dudes would have rushed into the country. People from all faiths packed into downtown Dallas tonight for a vigil in response to the executive order. Fox 4's Alex Boyer continues our coverage tonight from Thanksgiving Square.
Clarice, as a day turned to night, people continue to pour into Thanksgiving Square to support immigrants and their families who have been caught up in this travel ban, including Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins and at least 2 city council members. Hundreds of candles illuminated the sky over this interfaith vigil filled with people from all different ethnic backgrounds. We heard from several religious and community leaders, including one woman whose organization helps immigrants resettle in North Texas. She said just last week, a Syrian father and his 2 children came to Dallas legally to start a new life. Mom, however, had to stay in Syria for a few more days for health reasons. Now, because of this travel ban, she's unable to join her family in the U.S. I talked to several people shortly before the vigil started who feel examples like this one shine light on some of the problems with President Trump's travel ban.
I just feel for the refugees that are trying to come in for a safe passage, those that have already gone through vetting, have gone through the process legally, and are detained in airports. And I just think that's the beginning of it, and there's more to come.
Well, we're Latinos, so I mean, to change something in the United States, we have to be united. So I feel at one point we're going to need their help, Muslims, anyone's help. So we're here to support them, and then next week could be us, so we never know.
And while there may be less vocal than people who attended tonight's rally and those who have been protesting at DFW Airport tonight and over the weekend, there's also many Americans who support restricting certain individuals from entering this country. One man who describes himself as a conservative activist says while he doesn't necessarily agree with the approach President Trump took with this executive order, he does believe immigration reform is very much needed.
We continue to see a steady stream of stories about folks that are very real victims of our kind of loosey-goosey approach to who comes and goes to our country. And I think there is a need for some changes in that direction. I'm convinced of that. It's somewhat more of a closer question as to, folks that have, they've been here a long time and they've been contributing to the community. Some of them have started businesses and they've never had a parking ticket in their life. Is that a priority? It's not a priority for me.
And this issue has clearly struck a nerve with many Texans, many Americans. One man here at tonight's rally says President Trump is inadvertently mobilizing this nation, bringing people out of complacency and into the streets like tonight to make their voices heard. Clarice?
All right, Alice, thank you. UT